What's going on, everybody? This is John J Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Realignment Dynasty here on NCAA 14, featuring that college football revamp, of course. And we are out here, man. First top 25 matchup for us here in season number 6, and we got a great one. We go to one of the cathedrals in college football. We go on the road to play against Ohio State. They are ranked number 16 in the country right now. They're pretty even with us. We're both B+ overall squads, but their offense is slightly better, and they are led by their quarterback, Nathan Gaines, which is, by the way, one of your guys' custom prospects. So, we got ourselves a battle here today. We're going on the road for the very first time. We're also playing a top 25 team for the very first time. We have not played anybody that is over 500 yet, and that does include Ohio State. We know what we need to do. We need to cut down on our turnovers, specifically with the interception with Billy Hammond, and if we can do that, I think we can win this game. But guys, I am so excited for some top 25 matchup, and I hope you guys are as well here in the great Mid-Eastern Conference. If you are, make sure you go ahead, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button as well if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. We'll go ahead and jump right into it now. Let's see if we can take care of business against the number 16 team in the entire country. Let's get it. Alright, boys, so the first big test of the season, baby. And we get the ball to start this game, man. Let's see if we can go ahead and set a tone here at Ohio Stadium, and that's exactly the opposite of what I wanted. Oh no, they're going to take it to the crib, aren't they? Yes, they will. And they're going to score a touchdown on our heads here, man. And they got a penalty called against us. So even if we didn't fumble the football, we were still going to take a really big loss anyways. But I would have taken that instead. We're down 7-0 already. We barely touched the football. Let's see if we can get things right here on this next drive. We're going to need Bobby Russ to do his thing. We're going to need this whole offense to do his thing. And right now, you know, Billy Hammond, he's doing his thing right now. 1st and 10. We'll see if we can go ahead and get across this 40-yard line here with a nice little run. He's able to break a tackle and, hey, hangs on to that football too. Gets us a decent little run, a 5-yard gain on that. Let's go play football, man. Let's not beat ourselves up too much about it. We're going to go with 5-wide set here on this 3rd and short. We're going to throw over the middle, get it out to Perry Robinson. Yes, sir. That's going to be a 1st down for us, baby. And now we're moving downfield. A little bit of a methodical drive for us here as Ohio State. They send the blitz. We get it out to Perry Robinson, trying to throw it in the same direction as where that blitz was coming from. Threw it right behind him. And we're not getting the big plays yet. But we're moving the ball downfield steadily. Russ, he's going to take it out. He's going to try to cut it back inside to, fool that safety defender. Probably would have been better if he took it to the outside, but it is what it is. Still a solid run. We'll actually go back to him, and he picks up the 1st down for us. So after that initial fumble, he's coming back to our bell cow ways. We'll go ahead and give Bobby Russ a little bit of a breather, though. Get Aaron Hines in the game. His 1st carry of the ball game. And that's going to be good for a gain of 9. A very dynamic running back. Certainly plays higher than what his overall says. As we now have a goal line situation to work with after the 1st down to Mike Holt. Let's see if we can punch it into the end zone. As we're looking over the middle, we find our receiver, Wesley Johnson. We got a little bit excited there. We briefly broke the controller, but we did fix it. So no controllers were actually long-term harmed in the making of this video. But Wesley Johnson, baby, is going to pick up the touchdown for us, and we are going to tie this football game up against the Ohio State Buckeyes. And we get that answer that we're looking for. And not to mention, we also force a 3 and out on Ohio State's next possession. So now we have a chance to actually take the lead. We're going to throw it out to the perimeter. How about Marcus Higgins trying to keep himself in bounds? You love to see it. And nice little 9-yard catch there. Not a lot of big plays, like I said. Still waiting for those explosive plays to happen. But in the meantime, we're hitting him underneath. And, we're hitting him with a death by 1,000 cuts. we'll eventually get those big plays that happen for us as Bobby Russ, he takes a shot. Still almost a first down, though. Got to go back to Russ. He's been running the football tough ever since his first fumble, but he fumbles it again. At least our offensive line recovers it. But, man, really trying to, hurt us, man, with these fumbles. But with that being said, we go back to Bobby Russ. He had a linebacker lined up against him, and we are always going to go ahead and, take advantage of that matchup, baby. Let's go, man. And so we got a chance for another goal line situation. It's a 3rd and goal. Looking over the middle of the field, and it's going to be Perry Robertson who's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. And Michigan State is going to go ahead and make this a 14-7 game. Let's go, baby. You absolutely love to see it. And now Ohio State's offense comes back on the field. They bring out Nathan Games. He is the centerpiece of this offense, but they're going to go to Scott Potts in this one. He gains 10 yards for the Ohio State offense. And now the Buckeyes are trying to put together a drive themselves. Gaines looks over the middle, gets it out to Burden. How about that one-handed catch by DeAndre? Almost picking up the sticks, too. But we will get him to a 3rd down. We'll see if they go to that running game. Potts had a nice run last time out. They go to the speed option instead, as there's going to be a fumble on the ground, and we recover. Let's go, baby. Ryan Herring, way to be in the right place at the right time. I am shocked that they try to call a speed option there. That's crazy when they only need an inch. And now we take over inside Ohio State territory. Let's see if we can make some things happen as we're going to try to run with it. Billy Hammond, he's going to get loose. He's going to get out of bounds. And he's not going to get touched either, man. Let's go. We'll see if we can go back to that running game with Billy Hammond as we try to run the quarterback draw. Kind of had a little bit of mishap, a little bit of problems there. And that's going to actually end the first quarter for us. Aside from that fumble recovery for Ohio State, we've been playing extremely well so far. And I love how we've handled this number 16 team. So now we go ahead and jump into the second quarter of action. We jump into a 3rd and 14. As Billy Hammond, he's going to face the blitz. He's going to get out to the left-hand side to Cortez Mills. But they won't give him the first down. We're going to be just short. And you know what? As the great Uncle Sam once said, scared money doesn't make any money. So we're going to go for it here. 4th and inches. Going to go back to Cortez Mills, who not only gets the first down, but he's also going to get the touchdown. And we're going to pull away from Ohio State, at least for the time being. Make that 21-7. And how about Billy Hammond having himself a world-class performance so far? He's going to put a ton of pressure out on Nathan Games. We'll see what Ohio State does here in the next drive. Going to Scott Potts, who does end up finding a little bit of running room there. He will go ahead and pick up a 5-yard gain. But we get him to a 3rd and long yet again. We'll see what this senior quarterback has against our defense. Dropping back. He's got a little bit of time. We'll get down the right-hand side and finds DeAndre Burden for a huge first down. A gain of 27. And Ohio State threatening with a score of their own. Games, he's going to take it on the option. He's got some serious mobility and gets it across the 25-yard line. Huge first down. That'll put the Buckeyes in field goal range. But another 3rd and long incoming. Games going to try to dump it off to Williams. He's going to try to fight through a defender, but runs into Akeem Williams, who sweeps in and prevents the first down. In Ohio State, they settle for a field goal, so a nice stand there by our defense. Like I said, we are playing pretty well right now as we got our offense back out on the field. I saw that A was open, but I didn't trust Billy Hammond trying to throw in the run in that particular situation. So, we just kept it, and, we trust our offense to eventually get downfield. We've been doing a great job on the ground as well. We already got 80 yards rushing in this one. I really love how this rushing offense has really operated, and that's going to continue the case here as Russ finds another solid gain, a 13-yard run. Low-key looking like the Ohio State Buckeyes in real life when they run the football with Mayan Williams. As we got another 1st and 10, Russ, he's going to go ahead, run it up the gut again. That's going to be good for a 6-yard gain. Aside from those 2 fumbles, 5 yards of carry, man, I will take that any day of the week. As now, Hammond looks over to the left-hand side on the play action. Finds a speedy Jason Higgins, who's able to create some separation from a defender with ease. He has really improved his route running, and that has contributed to his success that he's been seeing on the field. And so has Billy Hammond. He has really improved his decision-making as a quarterback, and he's getting better and better as the year goes on, and you love to see that improvement. 3rd and long coming up, though. Hammond sends the blitz. We're going to try to throw it out to Perry Robinson. We just miss him, and that was actually the first incompletion of Billy Hammond's day today. That's crazy, and it was there. The decision was there, just couldn't execute. You know, Billy Hammond is only an 85 overall, though, so, you know, he can't be perfect. We still do manage to get a field goal out of it. So it is a 2-score game, though. Potts, he's going to try to run it up the gut. Finds some space within our rush defense and picks up a 7-yard gain. And it's another 1st down for the Ohio State Buckeyes as they go back to Potts on the ground, trying to find a little bit more space to work with. Somehow manages to fall forward for another 5-yard carry. He's been having a very good first half, but we can see if we can pull this lead up even more, so I can make them a passing offense as Potts gets yet another carry, but this time caught behind the line of scrimmage. We will go ahead and use one of our timeouts, and 1:31 left to play. We're going to try to go ahead and push it downfield. Hammond, right-hand side, finds an open Cortez Mills, who's able to get himself out of bounds. We can save our timeouts a little bit. Another 1st and 10 incoming. Ohio State sends the blitz, but we find an open Wesley Johnson. And now we're getting close to the edge of field goal range. One more 1st down will do it. But I know we're not thinking about 1st downs. We want to get another touchdown on the board before the end of the half. As Hammond looks over the left-hand side, finds an open Wesley Johnson, who does manage to find a soft spot in the zone for the 1st down. Make that 1st and 10. And so we run it up the gut again. Russ able to find some space inside the 5-yard line. And now we can really start to go ahead and take our time. Make sure that Ohio State doesn't have a lot of time to get points on board as they send the blitz. Hammond, he's going to roll out to the perimeter. He's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Offensive play calling. That last play was not a great play call, but Billy Hammond, he uses his mobility and finds a way to make it work. We're going to get a touchdown off of that. And so we're just having ourselves a phenomenal first half right now. We're up 31-10. That is what our score is right now. And Hammond continuing to impress here. Nobody open downfield to start the second half. So he just takes off himself and picks up the 1st down on his own. You like to see that kind of effort. And now Ohio State truly vulnerable. We go with the read option. Hammond, he's got open space to work with. Can't get away from a linebacker. But he certainly has some open field. And oh, Billy Hammond gets hurt. Hopefully it's not too serious. But now the freshman redshirt, Jonathan Matthews, he's going to get himself into the game here. We'll see if he can finish the drive that Billy Hammond has started. We're going to keep it on the ground as of right now. Going to go towards Bobby Russ. Rely on our veterans and our more seasoned starters, and just hope that our backup QB or our starting QB is okay. Continuing to go on the ground. Don't want to, put it in the air too much with our backup quarterback. I love Jonathan Matthews' talent, but he is a little bit raw. He's a little bit unrefined. Billy Hammond's got a little bit more seasoning to him. As Russ is going to go ahead, run it up the middle. He's going to pick up a 1st down. That's going to get into the red zone. And here comes a 2nd down coming up. a passing down, so we're going to put it in the air. But we see an open guy, and how about this? First pass for Jonathan Matthews, and he puts it on a rope for Perry Robinson. That is a huge throw by the freshman quarterback. And we're gonna need some plays like that if we're gonna hold on and win this game, aside from, making sure our defense doesn't collapse as well, because we do find out that Billy Hammond, he suffers a concussion, so he's gonna be done for the rest of his game. So it's gonna be the Jonathan Matthews show from here on out. Third and short coming up, though. Going to that run game that's been doing so well and continues to do extremely well. Russ now well over 100 yards to this point. And we now got 1st and 10. Matthews looking to the left-hand side. Tries to get it out to Cortez Mills. But that's off the mark. But we'll try to throw again here on 2nd and 10. Matthews dropping back. He's looking around. Going to try to throw over the middle of the field. He has Perry Robinson open. And can't hit him either. So 2 misfires in a row is going to force yet another pass from us here on 3rd and long. And that's not what I want from our quarterback. We'll see if he can make a play, though. Matthews going to try to test the secondary. Looking for Cortez Mills there, but that's overthrown. And that's why he's our backup quarterback, because here's a guy, he's still working on some things. That's for sure. Still working on that accuracy. Still unrefined, but you can see the talent, in little flashes as he throws again. Leslie Johnson on the run. So he stands still in the pocket and misses 3 throws in a row. But then he throws on the run, contorts his body a little bit. And that's an accurate pass. Make it make sense, right? But we're going to make this a 30-plus point game. And we might go ahead and get ourselves up out of here because they're wasting my time, man. Alright, boys, so we end up securing a really nice victory there. 55-24 is going to be your score, you guys. I love seeing that. We played fantastic in this game. We got our backups in the 4th quarter, and it was a huge test for us. We passed with flying colors. And speaking of passing with flying colors, Billy Hammond had a great game today. He ends up 18 for 19, 220 yards, 3 touchdowns. He did have to leave with a concussion, though, so Jonathan Matthews, he stepped in, got him some experience, 10 for 18, 100 yards, and 2 touchdown passes. Now, as for our running game, the running game was moving pretty well overall in this one. We got Bobby Russ, who ends up with 23 carries, 139 yards, and a touchdown. And then Billy Hammond was also able to go ahead and find the end zone as well with 9 carries and 52 yards. Receiving-wise, Perry Robinson, he was having himself a day today. The senior from Olozu, Michigan, had 2 touchdowns in this one, 8 catches and 86 yards as well. Cortez Mills also did his thing, the Waterford product, with 75 yards and a score. Leslie Johnson was also able to find the end zone. He was a little quiet in this one, however. And then Marcus Wiggins, the junior from Tecumseh, he only had 1 catch today, but he certainly made it count, finding the end zone with that singular catch. Now, defensively, Kenneth Wood led the team in tackles once again, as he is proving to be an NFL-level prospect, I would say. 7 tackles and a TFL in this one. Akeem Williams, Patrick Goshwin, and then Daryl Hicks were also able to get 5 tackles in this one. Speaking of tackles, how about Daryl Hicks, a true sophomore, just absolutely living in the backfield in this one. 4 TFLs, and then had 2 of the team's only sacks today. We also didn't force too many turnovers in this one, but we did force a fumble, and they're not counting as a fumble, but we did have a fumble recovery in this one. Ryan Herring did pick it up, and that did lead to one of our touchdowns. Now, Ohio State had Nathan Games on the other side, and he actually wasn't too bad either. 19 for 31, 257 yards, and 2 touchdown passes. It was just one of those games where his defense just couldn't do anything for him. So apparently that performance against Ohio State did go ahead and turn some heads for us, as we go off and we get 4 guys to sign a dotted line. We get 4-star center Craig Williams, who's going to be a great addition to our offensive line. On the other side of the trenches, we got Antron Royal, a 4-star defensive end from Dermont, Arkansas. He's got elite speed, 81 speed for a defensive end. He's going to be an absolute problem in his collegiate career. Could start for us or at least get playing time in his true freshman year. And then a couple of developmental guys. Brian Miller, a 3-star corner from Park Forest, Illinois. And the other developmental player that we got that, I like his attributes is Brad Cox. Number 54 tight end. He's a 3-star. He is 6'5", 253 pounds. And while he's not the most athletic player, I really like his ability to help us out in the run game as well as be a red zone target if we can develop his hands. But we move up here to number 3 in the entire country as we are now 5-0 on the year. Next episode, we return back home to our stadium and we will take on an unranked Toledo squad here in the Great Mid-Eastern Conference. It's been a fun episode, man, and I'm so glad that we took care of business against Ohio State. But we got to keep our eyes on the prize as we continue to move through this regular season. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, make sure you go ahead, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button as well if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. This is John J. Gaming on the mic signing off, but I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.